Look, I can't even lie. The end of this episode completely shocked me. Like, I jumped. I was at the edge of my seat. I did not see that coming. Like, I was legitimately scared for a second. Because I was like, whoa. Like, I did not see it. I'm pretty sure you were too. But yeah, I think it's time for us to get into this week's review of The Walking Dead World Beyond. This is episode 6 of season 2, titled, Who Are You? Now, this episode, I enjoyed it because a lot of things are happening now. Like, missions are in play. We're discovering a lot of information. And these things are rolling now. Like, we're really seeing what this season is truly about in this episode. And I don't even know what to think. Like, I feel like maybe I missed some things, like some Easter eggs and whatnot. But there was just a lot to unpack in this episode. Starting off with Leo, we see Leo's first day being part of CR and his interactions with Lila. And, you know, I guess they hit it off initially, but coming into the present day, we see now that Leo is sort of suspicious of her and realize that she may be the one that has the clues and the information as to, and obviously her lab, as to truly what CR's mission is, what they're doing and what their mission is with her. You know, because they're trying to, all of them collectively are trying to make sense of these data sets. They want to know, what does that mean? And ultimately, what is CR up to? But I think he has a hunch that Layla may be the key here. Speaking of Layla, we learned a lot about her family and her background, which she never really spoke about. And truly what motivates and drives her to find cures for diseases. And like ultimately, like what's the passion behind her research. So it's interesting. It's very passionate. And, you know, I'm still a little bit like one eyebrow up to her. Like, you know, not really trusting of her. But this was a story that definitely made you kind of sympathize with her. You know what I mean? That you kind of want to feel for her. You kind of want to, you know, put her on the good side here. But I don't know. She's still in the middle for me. But, you know, we'll see. But ultimately, besides trying to understand the data sets here, you know, obviously from the last few episodes, they also want to make sure that Portland is aware of what CRM are up to because, you know, they want to protect them. They don't want no more innocent people to die or fall victim to their mission. And obviously they want to create some internal havoc while doing so. So while their plan was to go in there and rescue folks and be out, clearly that's not what they're doing. They're taking their time, which means that the folks that are back are like, what do we do? Do we go rescue them? You know, what do we wait? And like they sent the message basically saying like, hey, we're here because we got some things to do. So we'll see you when we see you type of thing. And that's obviously not going over well. There's a lot of strategizing here because everybody want to be protected. Nobody wants to fall victim to CRM. So, you know, it's a lot of like things kind of going on in all directions. But Jadis, her first full episode here, we learn about her and Huck's relationship. Huck is her mentor, the one who trained her. And we know that Jadis has been part of the CRM now for 6 years. So she talks about her journey and she talks about what was the card that she played in order to be a part of the CRM. You know, that thing, you know, that person that she might have gave to the CRM or get, you know, in order to be able to, you know, win their trust over. And obviously she done ranked up since then, but she's not done. She's super ambitious, and her and Huck realized that they actually could use each other here in terms of their of Jennifer's mother. You know, there's still some uncertainty amongst the three of them, and I think that there may be a sort of union, maybe. I don't know. There's a big question mark floating around the air with me on this one. Again, I don't know who to trust. I don't trust Jadis, never did. I do not trust Huck, now 6 episodes end of season 2, and I still don't trust that she's still on my bad side. But, you know, we'll see. And although Huck did some really courageous things this episode, I'm still not buying into her. Like, I'm not. But, you know, overall, this episode, I think it had good suspicion, and suspension. Good thrills, good story, you know, moving the story meter forward. Good mystery, shall I say, because there's still a lot of things we're still trying to figure out. And I can't wait for next week's episode, because now, like, things are getting intense quickly. And who knows, this war that is coming, I don't know what direction it's going, but there is definitely war coming. Blood will be shed, and we'll see what happens, and we'll see if our crew can create some inner turmoil within CRM in order to discover what they're doing. And they found some valuable information in this, and it's still, for me as the viewer, it's still to be determined what does it mean. But we do know that CRM is not done with whatever they did to Campus Colony and whatnot. That, I don't know, maybe Portland's next, who knows. But yeah, jump in the comments after you check this episode out, and I'll see you around each and every week for more reviews from the Walking Dead universe.